Hi, I'm Kimberly Horn.
And I'm Hudson Warren. And we meant well.
All right, friend.
Let's do it.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Have you had a good week?
Yeah.
Been a crazy week.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. We've had some crazy travel, you and I.
Oy.
Lord.
Always.
Always. All right. Where'd you mean well?
I meant well on Easter. We are a big family. Therefore, we typically host holidays, which I love. If I could never leave my house, I'd be pretty happy, actually. So come to me. I don't care. We'll make more food. All great.
And you're so good at all that too.
Yeah, I like doing it. But Easter, my mom and Brian's mom both, like, that's their holiday. They like to host stuff. So I'm like, perfect. So we go to breakfast at Brian's mom. We hang out there, do like Easter baskets, whatever for the kids. And then we go to my mom's house, which is nearby. And she's got, like, we do an egg hunt there and, put out snacks if people are hungry, whatever. So, and then I had a dinner planned for the 8 of us because there's still 8 of us.
Yep.
We got home after all the other people hosting and no.
Yeah.
We just didn't. I'd bought all this stuff and prepped it, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not going to do it. So instead, we floated around the pool and had some go-go juice and just, we just didn't. And then eventually kids were kind of hungry, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to make a dinner.
Yeah.
So we ordered some pizza, and you know what? It's fine because we got to have a nice dinner the next night because it all lasted and everything was great. So I meant to be the host with the most, and then I decided to not.
I think that's perfect. So pizza and pool on Easter.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan.
Might be a new little tradition for you.
It might be. Why not? Stranger things have happened.
What was the dinner going to be?
It was lamb. Like lamb chops and
you went from
potatoes
lamb
and
to pepperoni.
Yeah, absolutely. What do I care? I really wasn't even that hungry anyways.
No,
I've been eating all day. I'm like, give me one slice. I'm good.
I'm with you. When you have, like, sometimes, like, during Christmas, there used to be great restaurants that would be open on Christmas Day. And listen, I'm of the thought, if the restaurant's going to be open, I don't want to cook on Christmas Day. I want to just have this. But if we have any dinner early on those holidays, like if we do like a 1 or 2 o'clock thing, I'm like, go scavenge for yourself.
Done.
Yeah, I'm not going to be. I think Easter with pizza in the pool is like, especially here in Florida, Easter, that's a perfect time to be hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh, so a little tradition for you.
Yeah. Where'd you mean well?
Well, I meant well, and I just made a lot of people mad.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
So let me lay the groundwork here. So I took, for the last round of our job that we do where we travel, I decided that all the kids would come with me to see what I did. They've been asking for a long time. So much fun. I could tell you story after story about the different dynamics of each kid traveling. And I know you did that recently.
Yeah.
Well, every kid had been upgraded with me on a flight, which was super fun.
Yeah.
Well, Tilden was my last one. We were on the last time we were out and we were flying home. We both got upgraded to first class. Unfortunately, we weren't upgraded to first class and sat beside each other.
Okay.
Which, that's not a problem. I mean, we got the benefit of being upgraded. So I, of course, in my own Kimberly-ness-ism, thought I'll just ask somebody to switch so I can sit next to my son. Now, I did tell Tilden at the time, listen, if nobody wants to switch, it's fine. It's, it's an hour-and-a-half flight. You'll be doing what you're doing. It's not a big deal. So we get on first. And so we're sitting there probably looking like we're ready to pounce. At least maybe I was. But I said, Tilden, you sit here and I'll sit here. And we were on the same aisle. Just he was at a window on the same aisle and I was on the aisle of just across the aisle. And so this older couple gets on and the lady sits in the aisle in front of Tilden by the window.
Okay.
And the gentleman sits in the seat that I want.
Okay.
And so I look at him and I said, sir, would you mind if we switch seats? That's my son. And I would just like to sit next to him. And he goes, oh, I want to switch seats too. That's my wife. And I'm like, okay, don't worry. We've got two more unsuspecting souls. So a gentleman walks in, probably middle. It doesn't matter how old he was, but he was a younger guy, you know. And so I go, sir, would you? And Hudson, when I say I couldn't even get it out, this dude was like, I am not switching seats. And then he starts to mumbling, kids with phones. And I'm like, I guess he's talking about my kid with a phone. I don't know. But he sits down in like this massive huff. And so me and the gentleman look at each other and like our jaws on the floor. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, sir, I'm not making you switch, but he went from 0 to livid in an instant.
Somebody needed a Snickers.
The Snickers. And so I look at the guy and he looks at me and I'm like, don't worry, there's one more lady coming. So he goes, don't worry, just switch with me. At least you get to sit with your son. Me and my wife will figure it out. So the lady comes and I say to her, do you mind if you would be willing to switch? And she's like, oh my gosh, I don't mind. I think that's great. Of course I'll switch. So this is the best part. And this is karma. And people, I put this on TikTok and people lost their minds. They're like, you shouldn't be asking people to switch and shame on you. And okay, if you agree with that, that's whatever. I didn't say we had to do it. I didn't make the guy do it. I just asked a question.
Yeah. You were a human.
I was a human asking question. If someone asked me the question, I would be like, absolutely. I'm not asking them to go to the steerage. I'm saying, can we just switch across the aisle? So this lady was so sweet. So I tapped the wife of the gentleman. I said, hey, you can come back here now. And so she makes this gentleman get up out of his seat once.
Yeah.
He sits back down, huffing. Maybe that's my perception of what he did. And then the lady who was so sweet and decided she had to make him get up a second time. So I was a little bit excited about just that going on. And so anyways, needless to say, so I did that. And then the older gentleman looked at me and he's like, kick the seat. And I'm like, I'm not going to kick the seat. But I had considered kicking the seat, just so you know. Anyway, so there you go.
Yeah.
There was my we meant well. I did mean well. I didn't mean for the guy to get so upset, but he was mad.
Yeah, I'm going to take a wild guess that had nothing to do with you.
It had nothing to do with me.
I'm guessing he had a day.
And
I'm not really defending him either, but I'm guessing
I just said.
It couldn't have been the 3 words out of your mouth.
Oh, goodness gracious. He was upset. Anyway,
I bet he's fun at parties. Yeah.
Let's just say I hope I never see him again.
Yeah, I don't think you will.
I'm sure he's a happy fellow now.
I bet he's great.
All right. So what's our topic about today?
We're talking about parenting and what parenting has taught us about leadership, and probably even a little bit about what leadership's taught us about parenting. I think it's kind of maybe a fluid thing, but yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think that I have learned a lot, and probably as a parent most. You know, it's interesting. We have spent our, maybe I should say not me. I have spent my adult life in leadership. I've been, I've always been called to be a leader. I know that, but people would also identify that and I'll go, you should do this. And that's how I've been selected from some jobs as in leadership. I don't think anything has taught me more about leadership than being a parent.
No.
You got these little souls that we have to constantly teach.
I thought you were going to say something different.
No.
Yeah.
But we have these little people that we have to actually teach to be whatever. So where do you think your biggest lesson has been?
Gosh, patience. I mean,
oh boy.
I think
have you learned that yet?
Blanket. No, I'm still learning. I'm still in the process. It's just so interesting. I feel like I've always been relatively patient in like business and stuff like that. Relatively in that I am very impatient on just small, stupid things, but never like a jerk about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not quick when in any professional setting. I don't get upset. I don't yell. I don't throw fits like that. That's not my personality.
Right. Yeah.
And then tiny people came along.
They do.
And I was like,
and you do.
Oh, I'm a little crazy and I get there really quick and I got to control that. And so
I get there faster than a firecracker.
Oh,
I feel bad about that, but I do.
Yeah. The things that have flown out of my mouth over the years. Woo. I've really had to learn / still learning, just how to calm down. I mean, if I'm capable of not overreacting in professional settings, I don't understand why I can't figure it out at home. And so it's something I think I'm better than I was at the beginning. It's certainly still a road that I'm traveling.
Yeah. I'm going to add to your patience and I'm going to put tonality into it too, because I've already got a deep voice. I already talk fast and I talk loud. Like I've got like,
no.
Shush. Anyways, I can get my tone, and my husband will say tone, and I want to look at him, and I literally want to pop his head off and the kids' heads off. Now, you say this about a professional thing. You're right. As you're saying this is what's coming to my brain is I think sometimes because we say things, oh, here's where it gets me. I have said it before. You know the rules.
Right.
You know this piece. And then I think also on the professional setting is we kind of are prepared for what we're coming into. And sometimes kids will literally come from the left side and you're like, why did you just do that?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm with you on that. That has taught me.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think another big thing is the whole concept of do as I say, not as I do, and that you're constantly modeling behavior.
Yes.
Like, I don't want my kids to jump at things, and I have to catch myself all the time. I mean, I like, anytime there's a situation like, my daughter just had a situation at school where somebody did something very unkind, and she reacted and she took that kid down. And I'm going to be real honest without going into detail. I think he earned it. I think he deserved it. But at the same time, like my first reaction was like, oh, heck no. And I'm over here thinking, man, am I going to go beat up a kid? That's probably not good. Like, that's my reaction. And thank God I'm married to somebody who is like, he's like, yeah, and I think like maybe we should probably just like let her handle it. And if we need to talk to the school, we will. I'm like, okay, well, that sounds logical. But like, so all, keeping myself in check and not overreacting to things, not even just at the kids, but around the kids, because I don't want to model that. So it's something, again, not perfect, working on it.
So true. That is so true. I do think, though, if we were even to put the flip side on patience and how we speak and how we react, on the leadership side of that, though, it has taught me to be very aware of so many different types of personalities, how they may come at us, how they may talk to us, and how I can. And I will agree with you that I need to continue to do it with more patience. I do have found this as a leader, which I probably put this in my professional system or professional stuff, is if I can go in with my kids specifically and know that this may come up, I'm a much calmer human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can be a more practiced, calm human.
Well, yeah, and if you're not surprised, you don't have to react in such a big way. Or you say,
this can happen. Okay, I can handle it when it shows up.
Yeah.
So another area that I've become a better leader at home because of my kids and a leader somewhere else is independence. As a mom, you feel like you have to be there, and a dad too. I'm not a parent. Let's just say parents, but you feel like you have to do things for them and blah, blah, blah. Well, I actually, when I'm looking at my leadership, like in an office or I'm leading other people, I'm a leverage freak. I love to give other people the ability, because I think people have done that for me, that anytime that I've been able to grow because someone has given me something and let me own it.
Yeah.
And I think my kids have taught me to do that even more, because I watched them give them simple things and they've become more independent on that. There was when someone told me one time, and I think this was like a wife giving me advice about being a young wife. And she was like, you're going to tell your husband to do things, but you can't manage how he does it.
Right.
And I think about that with my kids. I'm going to tell them what to do, but I can't manage how it's going to show up. Specifically, like the dishwasher. They're going to load it. They're going to unload it, but I don't need to manage how they do it. And it is awful. They've been doing it for years and it is awful. And this summer, they don't know this yet, but they're all going to do their own laundry all summer long.
Oh.
They are going to wash it. They already fold, dry it, and put it away. I mean, fold it and put it away.
Yeah.
And they all put it in a thing, but they're going to do every piece of it. And they don't know this yet. So, I mean, I guess that's one way to look at this.
That is one way. Yeah. That is interesting. I do feel like I think it's important to give your kids some independence, to teach them independence. And so, that's something I'm like you. I love me some leverage. I love delegation. And I usually let people figure out their own way of doing things. And then I get home and I'm like, oh no, you're doing that wrong. No, you're doing that wrong too. You're doing that wrong too. No, that's somewhere where. So now I feel like this is evolving into what I need to learn from. That's
kind of what it is. I think our kids teach us a ton of stuff.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, because I know And I always feel like I'm learning. I probably could learn
But we
more from
should
my
be. We
kids.
should always be learning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Any other ones you got?
Gosh, I think they're all just such simple lessons. It almost feels silly, but like even just resiliency.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So true.
kids are so resilient
They are. They don't.
because
They're not. They'll
yeah,
forget something that's happened and be like, "What? What's the wrong?"
yeah. So I think that's something that's an easy parenting lesson
Mm-hmm.
that I really feel like helps professionally, but I think even that just helps in life.
Yeah.
You know, the older we get, I feel like the more we hold on to stuff, which is just, I mean, it's like drinking poison and thinking the other person's going to die. It's like, it's not great to hold on to things that
Yeah.
aren't necessary. And so, yeah, I think just that resiliency piece is big too.
Yeah. So there's, I've got one more, and if I'm sure we can do it. So over the last, and you and I have spoken about this several times, and I'm sure we've done it on the podcast, and I'm sure we'll do it in the future. Is I haven't truly pressed myself on growth in a long time.
Yeah.
I've been incredibly comfortable in some of the things that I've been doing. And I watch my kids every year. We're asking them to grow. We're asking them to go from one grade to the next grade, to learn a new subject, to get better at a subject, to do algebra and geometry. I mean, no offense, but who else? Where does that come up again? It doesn't. And yet we expect them every single year to grow in that. And I realize myself and in my leadership, even though I have such a growth mindset, I'm not always actively looking for like the next big thing to learn,
Yeah.
or the rewiring of the brain, or to give me something, a new challenge. And sometimes I just kind of lean back on just being comfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my kids going, go learn something new, go do a higher sport, go, right?
Yeah.
So that they have taught me that a lot in my leadership skill, or I maybe just as a mom itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that's really good. I think, gosh, I think one of the other things that I look at in a more serious way since being a parent is just this idea of, you know, how you do one thing is how you do everything, and how you participate in this part of your life is how you participate in every part of your life. And from the perspective of what I mean is, I just feel like, you know, there's the saying, you know, leadership is not a light bulb or light switch, or whatever the saying is. You know, your kids see and hear everything. I mean, not like literally, and yet they pretty much do. We don't ever know when they're lurking around a corner. We don't know what's going to get back to them.
Yeah.
We don't. And so it's just really, I think it's really caused me to take a minute and think before I act, and think before I speak. Not saying I'm perfect at it, but it's has me, I'm more conscious of it because of being a parent and wanting to make sure that I am not passing down problems to my children. I am instead,
that's a good one,
leading some sort of positive example. So
that's a good, and they watch, they hear, they repeat.
Little sponges.
They are.
Yeah.
You know, and if you think about that in the leadership sense of that, and you flip it around some, is people don't look at what you say, they look at what you do and how it makes them feel.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I really do like that.
Yeah.
And it's very, very true. Where would you like to get better in leading your family? Like, do you have like any area that you're like, I would like to be better at?
Oh gosh,
I mean, I think that people need to hear, because I don't know about you, I have probably a laundry list of that. But where do you think your biggest one is?
Oh yeah, well, we don't have enough time. I'd really love to I'd love to keep my emotions under better control. Like I just, it's so much, and I have, it's almost as many kids as there are days in the week, and so that adds to it. And I just, it's just a lot. And here I am already, and I'm like excusing it. Like I'm not like a total raging psycho, and yet I do react to things
fast,
more intensely than I would like to. And honestly, I don't like it either. So, I mean, it's like, I know it's not good for the kids, but then I also realize, oh crap, it's not good for me. Like, why do I need to be freaking out over things like this? So I'd really like to, I really need to learn a little bit more how to just stay calm.
Yeah.
How to keep calm and carry on, right? Like just not let things escalate.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So often, stuff like that. I think I think that's something that would create a lot of positive change.
I probably would agree with you on that one completely, because I can be too. I think, oh gosh. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. I'm going to ditto you on that one.
Ditto.
Ditto. Check. Me too. Yeah. And my tone. That's a big one.
Yeah.
And Mike will be like, why are you yelling at me? I'm like, I'm not yelling. I'm just talking with passion. Yeah, it's called yelling. Passion shows up in all kinds of ways.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
All right, friend.
All right.
You ready?
Let's
What
go.
is, who thought this was a good idea?
I don't understand why schools, or at least our school, which by the way, our kids' school is great. I'm just saying, but like we have a kid playing football right now. Well, she just wrapped up her season, but whatever. She's playing flag football. And some of these games are like 30 minutes after school and 30 minutes away, but also get them there 30 minutes early to warm up and practice. I'm like, but they don't let them out of school early. I'm like, I understand. I don't want so much downtime. Like, we all are busy, but like,
Yeah.
can we like
Logistically,
look
how do
at
you do
the
that?
map before? Like, I just don't. It's like half the games we're literally like rolling in on two wheels to get her there. I'm like, what? Who thought that was a good idea? Why are we not like? I get it, you got a lot going on, but like, we all know how long it takes to get somewhere. Can we just like plan better?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Yeah, no. We have that with practice, but that's because our middle school gets out so stinking late, and it's literally like turn and burn at home.
Yeah,
most of our games are on the weekend. We don't have a ton on the weekday. It's like that. That's ridiculous. Like, one, most parents can't even do that. Like, don't even get
me started on that. Like, I look around,
leveraging. Yeah,
I'm like, how? Like, is this whole team's parents self-employed? Because almost all the parents are there for everything.
Yeah,
and I'm like, how cool is that? But also, like, I don't know how you do this because it's all like during regular hours. It's also like, go, run the red light. Like, I mean, you're rushing to get there. Anyways, what's yours?
Well, I'm going to pull your Easter thing up.
Okay.
Not your Easter thing up, but black jelly beans. Those are disgusting. And then they sell them in full bags.
Well, that only a serial killer would buy that.
That's disgusting. I can't believe, like, why would, like, who thinks?
I'm not so grossed out by it that I would die if I got one in a handful by accident, but an entire bag?
Have you ever done the Harry Potter ones that actually taste like earwax, boogers, and that?
That's disgusting. I would much rather have the regular black licorice, actually. That sounds... Oh,
yeah. At least you know what you're getting.
Yeah, at least I know I'm eating some sort of natural flavor.
Yeah.
Well, I guess boogers are natural, but oh, God.
Yeah,
oh, gosh. No. I'm out.
Anyways, I don't think that's a good idea, period. And if you're a black jelly bean person, and I say this because my mom, who is the sweetest person on planet Earth,
serial killer,
loves... hidden behind.
Sorry, Kimberly's mom.
Sorry, Cheryl. Yeah. She loves them, and I just think they're disgusting.
Yeah, well, it's because they are.
Oh, yeah, they totally are.
Yeah.
Twinning.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, friends, listen, here's the thing. We are having fun doing this. We've heard a lot of you guys are enjoying listening or watching or whatever you're doing. Follow us. We have a big goal that we'd like to get to 1,000 followers as fast as possible, and we can't do that without you. Also, share it.
Yeah.
If you like it, if this is something that you think a friend would
unhinged, kind of helpful, kind of not helpful conversations, please do share.
Kind of helpful, kind of not. Well, we should make them feel better about their lives when they hear us.
Yeah, no, they'll,
There's
no perfection.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. Bye.